gonna get in this car, and I'm gonna get in this car and hike. Oh, wow, nice spokes. So, welcome back to Harry Rambles. This is the next episode. This is the beginning of the hike, sort of. Yet to leave and head to the Black Mountains in the Brecon Beacons. So, yeah, stay tuned for the journey, and we'll see what adventures lay ahead. Looks like I might need to take my bag off. Let me close. Safety first, always wear a seatbelt. First tip as a hiker. Oh, be good if my horn worked. Going hiking.
Oh, we forgot to press record.
I might need the camera, mate. Yeah, cheers, buddy.
Good luck,
Bye. I'm just setting my maps to get to the car park for the hike. So we're doing the Black Mountains in the Brecon Beacons. It's only about an hour and a half away from here, so we'll get there probably around 7:45, maybe. And then I'm not going to have much light left, so I might have to hike with just like a head torch on and just follow the route and then set up camp. But it's also going to be raining like hell. It's gonna be a mad one. It's gonna be a mad one. I think you're in for a treat. Should be good. Just need to set the Sati Navi going to the car park. There we go. Come on. Come on. So I'm just leaving the town now, so I'll probably check in with you in a bit. So I just thought that I'd show you kind of where we're getting to. Just those hills in the distance, and already it's just nice and wet. Lovely. It's wet already, so it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good fun. It's gonna be a nice challenge, and I'm getting back in the car because I'm getting soaked. Okay, let's go. A little angle, so it begins. Okay, so I'm packed, well, I'm prepped, I'm ready. I'm just making my hiking poles go down a bit. Don't need them just yet, although probably very soon, as it's going to get dark and I'm probably going to go uphill into the woods, which I'm shitting myself about because it's going to be dark and scary. I swear this is heavier than last time. This is my first solo hike, out in the wilderness, alone, in the dark. I'll probably have the head torch on soon. Why have I done this to myself? I really don't know. But you never know until you try, eh? So let's just see what happens, I guess. Goodbye, cruel world. So it begins. Just got to work out where I need to go now. If I remember rightly, we literally come out of this road. I've sort of got the route in my head, but I'm not going to rely on my own head because that's going to be... Oh, I don't know where my bandana is. Oh well. It'll be somewhere. It's probably in my bag with all the mixed goods. Tired already? Joke. Yeah, I just thought I'd get out kind of after work and just try and get some miles in. Just need to work out if I go left or right now. Ooh, I reckon it's left. Or is it right? I'll get back to you on that. So I don't know how dark it is or if you can see that. That's just some nice cloud atop the hill. And I've literally already just passed two nice guys that were like, oh, bit of a late one. I was just like, yeah, thought I'd start early. And then they were just sort of like, yeah, well, At least the rain's sort of dried up a little bit, which is good. So I haven't really been rained on just yet, and I was kind of anticipating a massive torrential downpour. I'm having fun already because I'm out in the wilderness just testing myself. So you're not going to see much at all here, but I thought I'd check in with you. I'm still climbing up a hill, so I decided that I'll go the opposite way. Basically just reverse the route, and I literally just climbed up the side of a really steep hill in the dark, had to whip the poles out for balance, and now I'm on a path, which is nice. I've had a look at the topography for the top of this hill and it looks like it flattens out, and so I think that's probably my best bet for bedding down for the night and getting the tent up, and then we can just go from there in the morning light. Oh god, yeah, that was tough. That was really tough. Yeah, I don't really know what to say, to be honest. I'm absolutely soaked, besides my socks, which is good. God, it was so dark, and probably the worst idea I have had in a long time to try and get a head start in an evening like this, where I knew it was going to be torrential rain, or at least just consistent rain. But you know, thought, why not? How hard could it be? But yeah, now I feel a bit low at the moment. I'm literally just like to the side of some sort of like dirt track in amongst like this massive forest. I just kept going and going and going just to find anywhere flat. To be honest, it's just really nice just to get out of the rain and just try and feel dry. So I'm gonna crack open a beverage. I'm gonna crack open a cold one and just I don't know, just try and feel better. When I was feeling low, I kind of just almost getting fed up, doubting myself. Can I do this? Is this wise? Is this a good idea? And then as I'm putting the tent up, I'm just like, this is horrible. Ugh. But you live and you learn. I'm in the dry, and I've got food, I've got power, I've got water, and I've got beer, so at the end of the day, I can't really complain. Life in the tent, huh? Oh god. I'm gonna try this. It's a protein cookie. It's got 22 grams of protein per cookie, palm oil free, which is good. 100% vegan, although I'm not a vegan, but you know, fair play. Ooh, it's dying down. I'm kind of expecting the rain to die down at about midnight. I don't even know anymore. I don't know. I'm just trying to get used to the roughness. You know, this is like the first proper wet one, I guess, rainy one. The last one I did, you saw on YouTube with Dames, and that was just pure sun, nice and dry. Oh, good old memories. To go back to that right now and just be dry. Yeah, that'd be good. Oh, just look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? And it tastes beautiful as well. It's all a learning curve. I'm a happy man. Good morning. That was interesting. I think I slept all right. Everything's just still damp, and the time now is 5:15 in the morning, so it's getting a little bit light outside. I'm gonna just try and pack up and crack on. probably just going to try and head for the hill called like Wuan or Fruenvak or something like that. So yeah, just gonna head to this hill. At the end of the day, it is just like a 20-mile hike. So should be able to cover some good ground today. Just see how far we get. And if we don't make it back to the car in time today, then I've still got one night to camp. I'm alive. I survived the night. I camped there. Wasn't really the best place. It was a little bit soggy, but did the job. But once I go somewhere interesting, then I'll catch back up with you and see if this adventure will get any interesting, or any more interesting than it already has, at least for me. Hope you're staying safe out there at home. Not doing this. A bit of blue sky up there, which is nice. Need more of that. So yeah, see you in a bit. I've already made some good ground, I think. I'm just slowly trying to work my way around like this forest. The sun's just coming out as well, which is nice. And also just brewing a little coffee here as well, which is nice. Things were quite tough yesterday and this morning, so I'm just trying to get some motivation back. Just like look at the route, kind of assess how far I've come so far and how much I got left to go. Got to go down there, which actually, to be fair, looks quite nice. It looks quite moody. I just need to work out how far I've come already, how far I need to go, and then hopefully I can get to the place that I want to get to at least, which is Wildcamping. Also the pub. So yeah, I'll check in with you in a bit. I'm just gonna enjoy my coffee. So yeah, finished up the coffee. Now I'm just walking through the woods again, the forest, past all these like little waterfalls and stuff as well, which are quite nice. Nice misty and sort of like foggy today. But yeah, so the adventure begins again. Annoyingly, the GoPro seems to lose battery really fast at the moment. Might be because it got a little bit wet yesterday evening. Perhaps. But the annoying thing as well is that my main charger doesn't want to charge it. But luckily I've brought a spare charger, battery bank, that does charge it, but that's out. I used it last night. So what I'm doing is I'm using my main power bank to basically charge my spare power bank to use that as the primary source of power for the GoPro. But yeah, so we'll see what happens and I'll catch up with you in a bit. Hello. Ooh, so I've just come across this waterfall, and so I'm just filling up my water. Just filtering it, want it to be nice and clean. I just thought I'd stop now because I couldn't really see any other like streams sort of on the way further up. So doing it now just for peace of mind. But yeah, just trying to trying to get it as kind of full up as I can. Takes a little while though. Pretty cool place though, I have to admit. This is essentially the route that takes me essentially over this part of the mountain, so I can get to the... Basically I can get back on track, actually end up on the route that I need to get to. So yeah, fun. Well, that didn't work, the sun didn't come out. The sun literally comes out for like seconds. I was trying to get a nice little lens flare, but whatever, that didn't work. So, onwards. I thought I could give you a little kind of tip as well. It's basically a way to find north in the woods, or if you're lost. So essentially, notice here how the left-hand side of this tree doesn't have any moss on it, but this side does. Then if you go around this side again, it's basically, oh, I forgot I've got a backpack on. It's basically halfway. And what this means is, that is essentially kind of like your dividing point between north and south. So this is where all the growth happens. And so basically, if you were to literally go halfway and do a 180, north is pretty much that way, theoretically speaking. A little tip for you, if you're ever lost, just look for growth. I finally made it to the top of the forest behind me now. That was challenging, I guess. A little bit out of breath. But yeah, I think the next bit should be okay. It's literally just going up there and just keep going. Literally just keep going until we reach one fuck. Don't know how it's pronounced. Might have to Google it at some point, but Harry doesn't have signal. Doing this alone kind of, I don't know, more prone to sort of not slip up, but I don't know, maybe make the wrong call on a route or a path or something like that. But at least I can stop when I want for a break. Top up on water and food and coffee and whatnot. But yeah, I'm glad that the weather's basically holding out for today. It has rained just like a tiny bit, but nowhere near as bad as what it was last night. That was atrocious. Yeah, it's bad. But yeah, this place looks cool. There's even, you won't see them, but there's like just some sheep over there. It's nice to see like another form of life. I've literally seen nothing besides like a dead mole. Which looked weird. It looked really weird and, I don't know, rubbery and like it would pop or something. Oh yeah, some animals up there. But yeah, I'll see you back on the trails of Harry Rambles. The sun's coming out. Hello, buddy. across a little cairn. So I'm going to put some slate onto it. Quite far, to be honest. I've decided that I'm going to skip the pub because, wow, it's a pretty big old trek downhill, like very steep downhill, and I know that the weather tonight is going to be quite bad. There's going to be a lot of heavy rain for about 6 hours or so. Especially leading up into the morning, and it probably won't stop till midday. So yeah, I'm not sure if I want another soggy night. But what I have done, so instead of instead of going to the pub, I'm slightly extending my route back to the car, but still go the same sort of distance, if that makes sense. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. My gosh, I've not seen so many people on a hike before, but it was mad because throughout this morning I literally saw no one, because it was just a massive whiteout, rain, windy, it was a slog, it was quite tough, and I literally didn't see anyone. And then when it got to a few peaks, cairns and whatnot, summits, that's when just loads of people turn up. There's like a group of like 20, and then loads of mountain bikers, and then just loads of families. I'm like, where's everyone bloody coming from? It was just mad. There was even like a guy on a dirt bike. So I guess it's just quite a popular spot, I suppose. Pretty cool. Right behind me, I'd have to literally go down into like that valley to get to the pub. So that's long. And yeah, I'm not sure if I want to do those hills. They look mad, and you probably can't see them, but they look mad and quite steep. Just to go to the pub for 2 pints. Also, you won't be able to see it, but maybe you can. Apparently, just there, loads of white stuff. Apparently, that's a crashed glider. I was talking to this other hiker, and he just said there was a crashed glider. So, who knows if that person survived or not? But I'd like to think that they did, unscathed. Probably ended up at the pub with a few stories. I'm not too disappointed that my plans have changed. I think the good thing about hiking is you kind of make it your own route based on how you're feeling at the time, I reckon. And yeah, this weather's just gloomy and horrible, and if I could get to the car in the same time it would take me to go to the pub and back, or whatever, then that saves me a night just to do the same amount of work, if that makes sense. I did make it to Woonfach, and to be fair, that was kind of where I wanted to get to anyway. It was kind of like one of the main summits, I think, for Black Mountains, so I think that was quite cool. I've come over maybe like five of those summits, and then the pub is in the middle of that valley, and that's really steep, so I don't know if I want to do that, because it's my hike. I'm making it my hike. I'm doing it my way. So I've just heard from some runners that I bumped into earlier, the opposite sort of route to me. And I've just heard from them that further along this route that I'm on, there's a bothy. Apparently there's like house music playing there. It looks like there's people on drugs or something. They said that there's like people making out. So this will be a wild scene. So it seems like I was having a standoff with a sheep. It kept staring at me, so I thought I'd stare back. Ah, yeah, you walk away. Go on, come on, get out of here. Oh, I've had enough of you already. There's a reservoir down there somewhere, and then past that reservoir is the car. So probably still got another 4 miles to go, but we're getting there. Little update. We've got about 2.5 miles left. Absolutely knackered. There's the reservoir. That bothy that I mentioned. I don't know. It's like down there somewhere. So yeah, just gonna get back to the car-mobile. Oh God, the great outdoors. I haven't done any of this. I haven't done any. Oh, new location. Yeah, no need of that. Reservoir. Not much to say about it. It holds water. Although now we're on the final straight, home straight back to the car, where I can rest my legs. Although it's still going to be a tough one.